Most men miss these subtle signs, but once you see how a woman's greeting truly reveals her feelings, everything changes. Don't blink. Every second of this video could rewrite how you understand attraction and confidence forever. Watch till the end. The truth will surprise you. Comment your location. Tell us where you're watching from, and don't forget to subscribe for more real talk with purpose. You can tell a lot about a woman's attraction before she ever says a word, and it often begins the moment she greets you. Most men overlook this subtle yet powerful interaction because they're too focused on what to say next instead of what's already being communicated. But if you pay attention, really pay attention, her greeting becomes a mirror of her emotional state, her energy, and her level of interest in you. When a woman greets you with warmth, it's not just politeness, it's energy, it's frequency. Her tone softens, her smile lingers, her eyes hold yours a fraction longer than necessary. That's not random. That's intention wrapped in subtlety. Human connection operates on energetic exchange long before it becomes verbal. You can feel it. The spark, the curiosity, the slight nervous excitement that fills the air. And if you learn to sense that energy, you'll begin to understand women on a deeper, almost intuitive level. Psychologically, a woman's greeting reflects how safe she feels around you. When she's genuinely drawn to you, her body naturally opens up, her shoulders relax, her posture straightens, and she faces you fully. This openness is not just body language, it's trust manifesting in real time. It's her subconscious signaling, I see you, and I'm comfortable being seen. That's attraction in its purest form, not loud, not exaggerated, but quietly confident. Contrast that with a neutral or closed-off greeting, a quick nod, folded arms, or distracted glance. It doesn't necessarily mean disinterest, but it shows she hasn't yet felt that energetic connection. A confident man knows not to take that personally. Instead, he reads it, adjusts his energy, and remains calm and centered. Because attraction isn't just about what she feels, it's about what you project. Women are incredibly attuned to emotional energy. They pick up subtle cues in your presence, your voice, and your eyes. When you approach a woman with genuine calmness, with grounded confidence, not arrogance, she feels it. Your presence tells her she's safe to be feminine, to express, to open up. And in that moment, her greeting will transform. You'll notice her warmth increase, her tone change, her smile deepen. That's the invisible dance of attraction taking shape. There's also a philosophical depth to this. Every greeting is, in a way, a reflection of mutual awareness. When two people meet, they don't just exchange words. They exchange presence. The woman who truly sees you greets you differently. She acknowledges you not just as another man, but as an energy she resonates with. It's the same principle that governs chemistry, connection, and magnetism. So when you walk into a room, remember this: your energy introduces you before you speak. The way she greets you will often echo the energy you bring. If you're distracted, anxious, or trying too hard, her response will mirror that. But if you're calm, present, and certain of your worth, she'll feel it immediately, and her greeting will reflect it. It's not about chasing validation, it's about mastering awareness. The most attractive men aren't the loudest or the most dominant. They're the most attuned. They listen with their eyes, read with their presence, and speak with intention. That's what makes women feel magnetically drawn to them, often without knowing why. So next time a woman greets you, slow down. Notice the way her eyes move, how her energy shifts, how her tone subtly changes when she says your name. Don't analyze, feel. Because in that brief, seemingly ordinary moment lies extraordinary truth. And if you can learn to recognize that truth, to sense energy, to read emotion beneath words, you won't just understand attraction better, you'll understand people better. And that's real power. Remember this: a woman's greeting isn't just hello. It's her energy saying, show me who you are. Sometimes attraction hides in the smallest gestures, a brief touch, a flick of the hair, a moment of hesitation before she speaks. These are not random movements. They are signals from her subconscious, revealing more than words ever could. When a woman greets you, every micro expression, every tiny motion, is a reflection of her internal state, a quiet language of desire that only the observant can read. Most men rush past this language. They're too focused on the conversation, the joke, or the next move to notice what's already being said in silence. But those who slow down, who learn to see instead of just look, uncover an entirely different dimension of communication. Because when a woman greets you with subtle physical cues, her body is speaking truths her conscious mind might not even admit yet. You see, touch is one of the oldest forms of human connection. It's primal, instinctive, and deeply emotional. When a woman gently touches your arm as she says hello, it's often a bridge, a physical manifestation of emotional warmth. It's her way of saying, I feel comfortable around you, or even, I'm curious about you. A brief, light touch can carry more emotional weight than a dozen carefully chosen words. And if that touch lingers just a second longer than normal, that's her subconscious giving away what her lips won't say. But touch isn't the only clue. Pay attention to proximity, how close she stands when she greets you. People naturally maintain physical boundaries, but attraction makes us want to close the distance. If she leans in, if she steps closer than necessary, that's her energy seeking connection. It's instinctive. Her body moves toward what it wants. And it's not always about physical desire. Sometimes it's about emotional curiosity, an invisible pull to your presence. Then there are the micro expressions, fleeting emotional flashes that reveal everything. The slight widening of her eyes, the subtle raise of her eyebrows, a soft smile that fades slowly rather than instantly. These are all indicators that you've caught her attention. Sometimes she'll unconsciously fix her hair, adjust her clothes, or bite her lip as she greets you. These gestures are not rehearsed, they're emotional responses, instinctive ways of self-presentation that say, I want to look my best for you. Psychologically, these cues stem from what's known as emotional mirroring. When a woman is interested, her body unconsciously mirrors your energy. If you're calm and grounded, she'll often match that pace. If you're warm and open, her body will respond in kind. It's a biological dance, an ancient form of human alignment designed to create harmony and connection. Philosophically, you could think of this as the meeting of energies, two frequencies aligning in subtle rhythm. Her movements, her tone, even her silence, they're all vibrations responding to yours. That's why confidence isn't about words or bravado, it's about resonance. A man who carries emotional stability and grounded energy creates space for her to express her femininity without fear or hesitation. But here's where many men get it wrong. They misread every smile or every friendly gesture as a sign of interest. Real attraction is not in what's obvious, it's in what feels charged. You'll sense it in her hesitation before breaking eye contact, in how her laughter carries an undertone of nervous excitement, or in the way she lingers when the greeting is over but doesn't quite walk away yet. These moments, those in between silences, reveal everything. The truth is, attraction isn't about chasing signals, it's about recognizing energy. When you become attuned to this level of awareness, you stop trying to get women to like you, and you start understanding what draws them to you naturally. You begin to move with presence, with quiet power. And when that happens, she feels it. Her gestures, her touch, her body language, they all begin to flow in your direction effortlessly. So the next time a woman greets you, don't just listen, observe. Notice the energy between you, the small, invisible threads that connect two people in a single moment of recognition. Because those threads, when seen clearly, reveal everything about attraction, trust, and emotional resonance. And remember this when she reaches out, even in the smallest way, she's not just touching your arm, she's testing your presence. Show her through your calm, confident energy that she's been seen, not judged. That's how attraction transforms into connection. Sometimes, the most revealing part of a woman's greeting isn't what you see, it's what you feel. Beyond her smile, beyond her tone, there's an emotional undercurrent flowing through that simple word, hello. When a woman truly likes you, her greeting carries a kind of warmth that goes beyond politeness. It's personal, it's intentional, it's emotionally charged in a way that can't be faked because it comes from the heart, not the mind. You can tell when it's different. She doesn't just say, hi. She says it with presence, with memory, with curiosity. Maybe she remembers something small about you from before. Maybe her voice lifts just slightly when she says your name. Or maybe her eyes hold yours for a moment too long, as if her soul is checking in with yours. That's emotional recognition, the moment her heart speaks before her logic catches up. This isn't about manipulation or reading tricks, it's about awareness. When you learn to recognize emotional depth in a woman's greeting, you stop taking these moments for granted. You start to understand that connection begins with how people make each other feel, not with what they say. And for women, emotion is the doorway to attraction. Psychologically, this goes back to something profound, emotional investment. When a woman greets you with genuine warmth, it's often because she's emotionally invested in your presence. That could mean she's curious about you, admires your energy, or feels inspired by how you carry yourself. Her tone reflects her internal world. Excitement, interest, or even a touch of nervous anticipation. It's her way of saying, "You matter to me even if I don't fully know why yet." This kind of greeting has texture. It's not robotic or rehearsed. It flows naturally, like she's happy to see you, even if she tries to play it cool. There's a softness in her eyes, a spark in her expression, a warmth in her body language that says she's emotionally open. It's this emotional openness that creates connection. When a woman allows you to see that side of her, even briefly, it's an invitation to meet her at that level. Philosophically, this is where the beauty of human interaction truly lies. Every greeting is a moment of choice. When she says hello, she's choosing to open a small door. What you do with that moment determines whether the door stays open or quietly closes again. Many men rush through it, distracted by their own thoughts or nerves. But a man who is grounded, who listens with his presence, turns that simple greeting into an exchange of energy. He acknowledges her not just as a woman he's attracted to, but as a person, as energy, as essence. And that's what makes him unforgettable. There's also something profoundly emotional about being seen. When a woman greets you warmly, she's not just saying hello. She's expressing recognition. She sees something in you that resonates with her. Confidence, kindness, mystery, strength. And when you respond with the same level of emotional presence, you validate that recognition. You create a loop of connection that draws her in even deeper. This is why emotional intelligence is magnetic. When you meet her energy with grounded awareness, when you can read the emotional layer beneath her words, you give her something most men can't: understanding. You make her feel safe to express, to connect, to be real. And that's what creates lasting attraction, not charm, not looks, but emotional depth. So the next time she greets you, don't rush past that moment. Don't just hear her voice, listen to what it carries. Feel the warmth in her tone, the rhythm in her breath, the light in her eyes. Those small details reveal volumes about her emotions and intentions. And here's the truth: when a woman greets you with that kind of emotional richness, she's not just acknowledging your presence, she's testing your awareness. She's asking without words, "Can you meet me here?" If you respond with calm, authenticity, and presence, you'll stand out in a way no one else can, because while most men chase attention, few know how to receive connection. Remember this: every hello carries a story. The question is, are you aware enough to hear what it's really saying?